Right now, if you own a Samsung TV, it is taking a picture of whatever is on your screen. It does that about twice a second. That is not a hack, and it is not a leak. It is a real feature. It's shipped switched on, and the number comes from Samsung itself. Case File 9, your TV. The technology is called Automatic Content Recognition. ACR, think of it as Shazam for your screen. Your TV captures the image in front of you, reduces it to a digital fingerprint, and sends that fingerprint home. A server matches it. Now the manufacturer knows what you are watching and when. In 2024, researchers in London, California, and Madrid bought ordinary Samsung and LG TVs, hooked them up to a network they could monitor, and recorded everything the TVs sent out. Two findings matter. The first, ACR keeps running when the TV is not being used as a TV. Plug in a laptop. Plug in a gaming console. The TV is just a monitor now. It fingerprints the screen anyway. The second is stranger. On Netflix, the tracking largely stops. Netflix wanted sole control over measuring its own audience, so it made sure the TV was not watching. Netflix protects its data from your TV, but nobody protects yours. None of this is new. A regulator has been here before. In February 2017, the Federal Trade Commission went after a TV maker called Vizio. Its TVs recorded everything displayed on them. The software shipped switched on by default on 11 million TVs, including ones people had already bought and carried home. Then it went further. Vizio attached demographic details to that viewing record. Your age, your income, whether you owned your home, and it sold the result. That kills the usual excuse that this data is anonymous. It was not anonymous. It was a named household with a viewing history attached. The feature had a name in the menu, Smart Interactivity. The description said it enabled program offers and suggestions. It did not mention that it recorded everything you watched. The FTC called that unfair and deceptive. Vizio was ordered to get clear consent, delete the old data, and submit to an audit every 2 years. The order was specific, breaking it meant real punishment, and it worked. The penalty was $2.2 million. Now look at what that penalty was measured against. Vizio was a public company, which means its financial numbers are public. In 2023, it sold just over $1 billion worth of TVs. It did not make a cent. It lost $8.6 million doing it. The other half of the business is advertising and viewing data. That side earned profit of almost $365 million. The arithmetic is the whole story, so watch the numbers. Take the TV's loss out of the data profit, and $356 million is what is left. The TV was not the product. It was sold at a loss just to get into your living room. The real product is a record of everything you watch. So a $2.2 million penalty against a data business making $365 million a year is less than 1%. That does not stop them. That is an operating cost. So it did not stop, it spread. In December 2025, the Attorney General of Texas sued 5 TV manufacturers at once: Sony, Samsung, LG, Hisense, and TCL. The lawsuit calls ACR an uninvited invisible digital invader. 2 days later, a court ordered Hisense to stop. Samsung settled in February, agreeing to stop collecting viewing data without your clear permission. LG settled in May. Sony, Hisense, and TCL are still fighting. Here is what makes this a control story, not a technology story. The control was not missing. It was written in 2017. It was clear, breaking it meant real punishment, and it did exactly what it was designed to do. But it only applied to one company, and the penalty was smaller than the profit from ignoring it. So the rest of the industry read the order, added a consent screen nobody reads, and carried on. It took a state attorney general 9 years later to force the same fix. Nobody failed to write the control. They just made the punishment too small to matter. Which leaves the part you can do something about. The researchers tested this too. When they switched the settings off, the TV stopped sending anything to the tracking servers. It works. The hard part is finding the setting. On Samsung, look for Viewing Information Services under Settings, Support, Terms and Privacy. On LG, it is called Live Plus under General System Additional Settings. Vizio, Sony, TCL and Hisense each hide their own version somewhere else, and all of them are in the description. And here is the detail that tells you the most. To shut the tracking down completely on the LG TV, the researchers had to switch off 13 separate settings. On the Samsung, 6. Your TV does not have an off switch, it has 13. That is not an oversight, that is a design decision. Samsung's own support page says the feature is optional and that you can go to the settings menu and adjust your preferences. It never says where. This was Case File 9. This was Court.